Celebrating the life of Joyce Breen. Joyce was born on 21st of May 1958 to John and Jean Edmondson. Um, she lived in Glenrothes in Scotland, and she had a childhood years in Scotland. Joyce had five brothers, two sisters. In later years, her father, John, moved to Staley Bridge, which is part of the Tameside community. He works on the railways. Um, so he come down here basically to for his work. Lucky for me, Joyce went to an all girls school, which was in Staley Bridge. Can't remember the name just now, but yeah, she had a lot of fun growing up around the Staley Bridge area with the brothers and sisters. And she used to go out with her friends to. In them days, we used to have a lot of youth clubs. So she used to go to Copley Youth Centre, and then she also used to go to the Baptist Club, which is in Staley Bridge itself. And that's when I first saw Joyce. I fell in love with her straight away. I seen her walking across the dance floor, and I couldn't believe my eyes. And I thought, one day I'm going to marry that girl. Anyway, as I said, I fell in love with Joyce straight away. She liked me. She didn't fall in love with me straight away. Not long after she did. So yeah, I was 15-year-old, and was only 16, and we decided to get engaged. And she'd even picked out the ring she wanted. At 16-year-old, we'd started work by then. So we used to go down. Well, she took me to this shop in Ashton, on Penny Meadow. A jeweller's there. She showed me the ring. I put a deposit down on it. And over the period of months, we paid it off. I put a deposit down, and we used to go down every Saturday and pay X amount of money off it. And yeah, we got the ring, and we're 16 years old, and we was chatting on the way back. She's wearing the ring, and I said, right, I'll go and see your parents. I'm going to see your mum and dad and tell them we're getting engaged. So we trot into the front room. Joyce used to live on Cockhill in Staley Bridge, so we marched in, and I proudly asked for a daughter's the daughter's hand in marriage, and her dad looked at me in shock, and her mum said, "Whoa, you're a bit young to be getting married," and Joyce burst out crying. I was nearly in tears. Anyway, the outcome of it was the mother and father said, if you wait 12 months till you're 17, you can get married. So that's what we did. Anyway, on her 17th birthday, she just plopped the ring on her finger. She said, I'm 17 now, that's it, we're engaged. So she marched into the front room again. But me on her coattails this time, and she said, right, 17, I'm engaged. So her mother and father congratulated us, and from there, Joyce used to work at Hadfields. It was an estate agent, so she knew a thing about buying houses. And she got an eye on a house in Taunton Road in Ashton, a terraced house, and it was £2,500. Anyhow, she said, right, that's the house we're going to get, because we was getting married that year. When we was 18, we was getting married. So we saved up 12 months, we bought the house, and obviously saving up for the wedding as well. And yeah, we bought the house, and same thing again. My parents and Joyce's parents thought it was mad buying a house at £2,500. I think terraced houses now are over 1,000, but yeah, they went, "Oh, you're crazy for getting yourself into all that debt." But yeah, our times have changed. Anyway, 18-year-old, we both got married. No fancy service. We just went to a registrar because we were saving up for a house, etc. So we had a do in. We got married. Had a do in Staley Bridge Conservative Club. Just a few sandwiches and a drink with the family and friends. And from there, we started on our journey of married life. Around 19-year-old, Joyce got pregnant with our first child, which is a little girl. Her name is Julia. And 12 months after that or more, well, about around 12 months, we had our second child, which was a boy, whose name is Paul. So we had our little family unit. We had the little house and the small family. And yeah, it was getting on great guns. But we didn't earn much money in them days. I used to labour in a cotton factory. I was on £32.50 a week. Joyce was on a lot more than me. She was on £80. No, she wasn't. She was actually on £80 a month. So she was on £20 a week. And that's how we used to pay the mortgage. Joyce paid the mortgage, and the £32.50 used to feed us and the kids. Anyway, a bit further along the line, I got a job in the steelworks, and I got like 7 times the amount of money. I was on £370, £380 a week. So yeah, we was rocking. So from there, we moved to Newton in Hyde. We bought a new house. It was a 3-bedroom, so the kids had their own bedrooms, and obviously we had ours. So a nice area. When we looked out the front of the house, we could see over towards Attersley, but it was all fields, so all we could see out the front window was fields. And yeah, and that's where that came about. We moved to Newton in Hyde. I used to love that house, Silly Road, and so did Joyce. A bit further down the track, I was a steel worker, and I lost my job. So that wasn't good because obviously the mortgage and everything, and that's when I started working the doors to make some money. So I was doing. I was working part time when I was working at Steelworks, but yeah, I went full time working the doors to make ends meet. And Joyce started babysitting the kids in the local area on Hillary Road, basically where we lived. And it was funny as hell. You wouldn't get away with it nowadays. We used to have a Sherpa van, and we threw a load of cushions in the back. Off old settees and stuff like that. Anyhow, she used to be like the Pied Piper, and she'd grab all the kids from the local area, throw them in the back of this van, take them down to school, and she'd pick them up after school. And we'd have all these kids around the house till the parents finished work at 5 o'clock. So that's how we ended up making a living at that time. And then we couldn't keep up with the mortgage at Hillary Road, so she found another, because she found the house at Ashton, and she found the one in Newton. Then she found another one in Hyde itself on Mottram Road, and she figured out that we could sell a house in Hillary Road, and we'd be mortgage free when we bought this house in Mottram. So I went, okay, and off we went, signed the paper, bang, we're in Mottram Road. So we was getting a bit of extra money now. So Joyce was still doing the babysitting, and I was still working the doors, and we saved up, and we decided that I couldn't get a decent job, with decent money. So we decided to go self-employed. And my interest was I've always been into training since 11-year-old. I got my first set of weights, and Joyce was into keep fit. So we bought a gymnasium, which was the Powerhouse Gym, which was in Hyde, but the first one was quite small. So on some of these pictures, you can see the pictures of the gymnasium, the very first one, and later photographs. So anyway, we worked his way up in the gym, and we saved a bit of money up. We had more customers than what we could deal with, so we upgraded to a bigger gym, which was in a high town centre. Um, a lot bigger building. We could get more customers in, and obviously we could make more money for the family. I was still working the doors. I used to, by this time now, I got well established in the industry. So I was putting doormen on different doors in the city of Manchester and the surrounding areas. So that's what we did. I carried on doing the doors. I'd open the gym at 10 in the morning, and Joyce would come down after kids have gone to school. Used to help me out, and then she'd go back home, um, get the kids ready. We used to cart the kids down to the gymnasium until we finished at 10 o'clock at night. Some nights she'd stay at home with the kids, but most we was always together. That's the thing about me and Joyce. We was two peas in a pod. We was always together. Um, it weren't John. It was always John and Joyce. It weren't Joyce. It was always John and Joyce. You know what I mean? We was just there together. So anyway, because we got a larger premises, we was making a lot more money. And I didn't like where I lived, so Joyce, as in a normal fashion, went out and she said, "I found our new house." So I said, "Where's that, love?" She said, "At Glossop in Derbyshire." Anyway, she brought me up to the present house I'm in now, actually. And she found the new house. I said, "We can't afford that, love." She said, "Don't you worry, I'll sort it out." Anyway, she come during the day, and she asked for the builders that was working on the new estate. And they said, where's the gaffer? So she got pointed out to this fella. And she went, "Look, this is the way it is. It's a new estate. We know that you haven't got the money to do all this, so why don't we come to a deal and do me a deal, a price on this house, and I'll throw a load of cash in." So that's how we got this house, and she got it for a breakdown price, something we could afford anyway. So yeah, marvelous one, marvelous. And we've been everywhere. We've been all over the world together. We've spent a lot of time in America. Because we had the gym, we used to go to bodybuilding shows in America. Most famous one was the Mr. Olympia, and we had the good fortune to go along with Dorian Yates, who won the Mr. Olympia 5 times, and we had a ball. Um, the Olympia in the early days used to be all over the different Americas and sometimes be in different countries. But in later years, it was held in Vegas. He was buzzing. Um, we used to do that. We used to work for a pal of mine, and we used to do. This is helping us, to get across there. So we used to work on the expo, the Olympia expos, and we'd sell protein powders, t-shirts, etc. During the day, and at night time we was going out, and she loved fruit machines. So we went to the big fruit machines in Las Vegas, and mate, we won like mad there. We used to have a bar. We got free booze. We'd tip the people that was, like you was getting. You get your winnings and you get your cash off them. There's like little stands all over the show, and we'd give them a tip, and she'd say, "Which machine hasn't dropped?" And she used to tell her which machines had dropped. She'd go, "Come on, we're all going over here." So yeah, we had a ball. But yeah, that's just a little glimpse of what went on in that particular thing. And obviously, from that era, our children had grown up. And then we had our grandchildren, which we've got four great grandchildren. Mason, who's the eldest. Then the twins come, Emily and Harry, and then Jack come. My daughter had a little son. So yeah, she was there for all the births with the girls, and yeah, she loved the grandkids to bits, and obviously loved her own children to bits. Anyway, on with the story. So yeah, the grandkids are now here, and we're still working at the Powerhouse Gym. We had multiple things going on there. We used to have internet companies, and we also used to sell gold, bespoke jewellery for bodybuilders. Um, dumbbells, etc. For chains around the neck, bracelets, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I was doing multiple jobs outside the gym as well. So Joyce mainly run the gym, and the gym consisted of obviously weightlifting. Um, we trained bodybuilders to compete, juniors and seniors, power lifters, um, and strong men. So yeah, we even had one guy going for the British Strongest Man. If you've ever seen on TV, the world's strongest man, it's that type of affair. So we've trained loads of people. But like I said, I had a lot of work outside the gym as well. So Joyce mainly run the gym. And it consisted, like I said, of weight training, powerlifting, etc. But we also used to do aerobic classes in the evenings, and we had boxing and martial arts. We had a room at the bottom of the gym where we used to do different forms of training and exercise. But Joyce Lee was mainly running the gym at this stage now, because I was doing, like I said, I was working outside the gym. I was working for supplement countries, etc., etc. So yeah, we had multiple jobs on his plate, and we was working from 10 till 10. So we did a 12-hour day anyway. So we'd get home, we were completely knackered. But yeah, the family was doing well. Was all happy and so on and so forth. And like I said, in the later years, the grandkids have come. So we come to the decision. We both got to the age of 57-year-old, and we decided to take early retirement. Mainly so, what's the expression? Wake up and smell the coffee. The grandkids was here, and Joyce wanted to spend more time with the grandkids. So we sold the business, and we retired at 57, um, which weren't bad going really. Seeing they put the retirement age up to, in the UK to 67 now. We're not 10 years off it, so it gave Joyce more time to go out. She was always out in the park with the grandkids, going to different places, Blackpool, any day out with the kids, any excuse she was there. Birthday parties, Boxing Day round to her sisters with all the kids, because Boxing Day is basically a kids' day. So yeah, she adored her grandchildren, and unfortunately, a little bit after that, we got to Joyce got to the age of 65, and she sadly passed away. Um, so we had a little bit of time together in retirement, but like I said, luckily we retired at 57, and she spent most of the time, like I said, with the grandkids. She loved the grandkids, and she sadly passed away. Um, we both believe in God, and we believe in heaven, so hopefully we will be together. But I definitely know there is a life after death, and a life after death is um, you have children, so there's a life after death. they have grandchildren, so there's a life after death. So no matter what, Joyce is with us all to this day. I know it's a bit of a sad affair talking like this, but we miss her a lot. I miss my best mate, but yeah, we had wonderful 50 years together, and I just wish he had a little bit more. But anyway, getting a bit sad now. So what we'll do, we'll carry on with the rest of the video, and that was the like. Well, there's more to Joyce's life than what I'm saying here. This is just a short caption. We had so much fun, but yeah, a little glimpse into Joyce's life, and she will be sorely missed. Anyway, carrying on with the story. The story doesn't end here. Like everything she's done in her life, everyone's got a season. All life has a season. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. And yeah, we was getting into our fall, so we planned out our last remaining years on this planet, and was looking forward to getting the pension together, and doing a little bit more in life, bit more of an adventure before we knew we was going to get too old. And like I said, yeah, it was in the fall of our lives. And as you do when you get to a certain age, we decided obviously to make sure we've got funeral money, so we're not a burden on the kids. And she sorted all that out. But anyway, after she passed, we found documents that she'd left just in case, because this is what Joyce was like. She was always planning ahead. She left us all notes just in case something happened, and this did come out of the blue when she passed away. So yeah, we've all got nice little letters for her, which made us jump actually when we actually found them. But yeah, anyhow, I'm just trying to explain this. How Joyce found every house that we've lived in over the years. We discussed as a couple. Obviously, getting later on in life, what was happening. Anyway, she used to go out to a local pub with my daughter, and she'd have some lunch at dinner time. After she'd been playing with the kids, there was some sort, I think it was a football pitch. You can do games on this particular area. Anyway, it was near Glossop Cemetery, so she took it upon herself again to have a wandering Glossop Cemetery, and she had a look around, and she seen where she wanted to be buried, and for me to rest as well next to her. Anyhow, she came back to the house, like I said, in a normal fashion, and she said, I found out where we're going to be buried. I went, oh, smashing, love. I can't think of anything better. She said, no, honestly, I need you to come and see where I found. It's got a fantastic view. To date of this video, I was going to tag it on where she's actually buried. But yeah, the headstone's not been put up. It's supposed to be put up by the 2nd of November 2024, which is the anniversary. So we'll wait and see on that one. But anyway, after she passed, obviously, the kids knew. Well, I told the kids that she wanted to be buried in Glossop Cemetery under the trees, and we went about obviously sorting everything out. Well, my daughter did everything, to be fair. She was a great support to me at this time. But anyway, we we've got the plot, and I've got the plot next to it. She wanted a headstone being a bedstead, but yeah, planning wouldn't allow it. So I've got a plot next to my wife, and obviously we've got separate headstones. We can't have the headboard above both our graves. But yeah, so she's even picked where we're going to lie, and you might think this is weird, but my daughter Julie and my son Paul, they bought 2 plots next to Joyce as well. So eventually there's going to be me, then Joyce, and then the kids are going to be either side of her. So it's quite fitting, really. This is how much we love Joyce. Even the kids after their death want to be next to the mum. Anyway, getting a bit tearful again. It's been quite hard doing this video, but yeah, as I said, not the end of the story. Even after death, she's planned everything out.